A day in shorts and helmets. We, by rule, have to have 3 of them. We had the first 2 in shorts and helmets, which is a rule. Then your third one, you got to have it sometime in the middle of the 15 that you're allowed. So we did that today. We used it to work a little bit more red zone, situational third down stuff, and then we installed 1-minute offense and defense for the first time. And so that was really good. Both sides of the ball did well. This is the first time we went our 1 unit versus the 2 units. So 1 offense versus 2 defense, 1 defense versus 2 offense, just to let the starters have priority on certain balls, like a jump ball at the end, a Hail Mary, so to speak. You know, if you're the priority team, you get to go jump and get it. You know, if you're not the priority team, don't jump so we don't have an injury. But yes, sir.
Just to clarify one thing you've said, I know on the radio, you've mentioned about Malik being way ahead. Had you meant in terms of knowledge and changing the play at the line, or way ahead in general in this competition?
Just knowledge. Yeah, knowledge, mostly knowledge. But I'm impressed with Malik's knowledge and understanding of our system, football in general, of defenses. He even makes some good suggestions to us. Sometimes he'll see something that makes sense and he'll say, shoot, do you think we ought to do this? You know, so he gets it. And the beauty of that is when you get Nkosi and Cade and Jaron and they see what it looks like, they know they got a long way to go to catch up on really understanding everything we do and why we do it. And being able to do it in a timely manner. I mean, you've got the clock ticking. A lot of times if you got to make an inaudible or change a blocking scheme at the line of scrimmage, you got to do it, you got to see it and do it. And because he's able, he teaches the young guys just by example, which is great.
Mark, with the scrimmage coming up, what's the most important thing for you and for the second one, and how, I know it's the only open one for everyone, what kind of difference might that make?
Well, it means a lot to us. You know, can you function when the pads are on and we're tackling? I got a bunch of receivers that look really good in shorts. When the pads come on, they don't look quite as good. And then you put the pads on and you tackle, it's not the same guy. Can you function, not just that position, all positions, can you function in a true game type situation? Now, can you function when a lot of people are in the stands watching as well? There's a little bit more pressure. Even the punter and kicker, there won't be a rush, but there's gonna be a lot of people watching. So, you know, those will be pressure kicks by virtue of the fact that there'll be people in the stands. So how do you handle a lot of people watching? Does it change how you think? Does it change how you perform?
Do you expect that Cade Weldon will be participating in this or no?
It's all having to do with his eye. He's contagious right now, and if he's not contagious by tomorrow, he'll probably go. If they tell me Saturday morning, he probably still would go if they give me okay.
Coach, we got our first look at the facility today, a little tour. Yes. Your impressions with how it's going? And
it's going awesome. The facility, once the contractors got in here and our superintendent got in here, and once they said go, as far as permitting and all that, it's really been amazing to see how quickly they can do their job and coordinate a lot of different jobs. As you can see, there's things going on the roof. There's the cinder block. There's a lot of steel work. There's concrete getting poured. You know, there's so many things. Excuse me. There's so many things that are happening. Electrical, plumbing. It's all happening at the same time. It's different subcontractors, and I want to give props to Carlos Pedron. He's the superintendent of the project, and I think he's doing an awesome job.
Is there anything we should keep an eye out for? When we take a tour?
We'll tell you when we get there. Hopefully it'll be, I think they might shut down all the work so we can hear what's going on at noon, but we'll cover everything then, and then at the end, if there's a question that we didn't cover, let's go ahead and ask it.
I'll stick to football, then I'll ask you that then. With Jeff Thomas, I mean, are you a big believer that he can be one of your most productive guys this year over a full season? Obviously,
yeah. I mean, once he got it going last year, even he was pretty productive with his opportunities. Jeff is faster than most people. He's very quick. He's quicker than most people. He's got really good ball skills, deep ball skills, short to intermediate throws. He can make people miss. That's why he's on the kickoff return team. and mostly he secures the ball well. You know, he had the one in Clemson where he caught it and the ball got knocked out, and that taught him a good lesson. I even asked him, you know, what's the most important thing to you this spring as far as a goal, and he said ball security. So, you know, that meant something to him that he was not able to hang on to the ball when we needed him to. So, yeah, I think he's going to be really good.
Mark, I know you talked about it a little bit with Joe Rose, just kind of the format for Saturday. It's going to be...
Yeah, here's the deal. The format for the scrimmage, usually what we do is we'll take 1-0, 2D, put them in the same jerseys. Number 1D, number 2-0, put them in the same jersey. And it plays really like a game. It looks like a game. It's not confusing. Well, because we don't have enough depth to sub out receivers, to sub out D linemen, we're going to keep offense in white, I think. They might be in orange. Offense is going to be in one color. I think it's orange. Defense is going to be in white. All right. Now, scoring it still is 1-0 and 2D. All right. 1D and 2-0, but it won't look that way jersey-wise. But the point system will go that way, if that makes any sense at all. All right. Now, we're like, well, what do we can't call them white or orange and green because they're wearing the same color. So we said we got to think of a name to call these teams. So we said, you know what? In honor of Miss Carol Sofer and the Sofer family, we'll go Team Carol for Carol and Team Sofer to honor the Sofer family name, and I think it's kind of catchy.
Mark, what was the reasoning behind the spring game and then you come back for 3 more practices?
The reason why spring game's this weekend, not next weekend, is really just the scheduling of the stadium. I mean, it would not have been available next week for whatever reason. I think some work was getting done. I don't even remember what the reason was. It's strictly scheduling. Normally we would like it to be the last. And I'll say this too, in the very beginning, when we first set the spring schedule, we started it a week earlier. And then after thinking about it, I pushed it to after spring break. And by pushing it a week, and they're like, hey, can we do the stadium the next week? It was already spoken for.
Thanks, everybody.
Everybody? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll see you at noon.